Austin, Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. Today, a top 25 matchup on hand, two of college football's premier teams preparing to square off. It's the LSU Tigers and the Texas Longhorns. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Here in Austin, DKR is one of the most iconic stadiums in college football. Texas Memorial Stadium, the fans, the burnt orange. You've got Bevo here on the sideline. There is so much love every time you come to a college football game here. History in the making at DKR. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Running it to the right. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Offense bringing in the big boys, heavy personnel. They'll go right back to the run. Got enough for the first. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
The Longhorns have their offense in high gear. A run for the quarterback. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down. A lot of urgency for this offense. Here's Manning to throw. Makes the grab. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Once you start getting closer to the end zone, you start bringing in more big bodies, right? They're going to run the football more. The field shrinks. I can run different coverages, but really nice job saying, that's fine. You bring in the big bodies. I'm going to toss the ball on the perimeter for a nice positive gain.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to throw. It's Manning. Firing to the right, complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
And I'm not surprised with the run, and I'm not going to be surprised if they run it again, right? This offense now set up. They've put a drive together, first and goal. Who can be more physical? The line of scrimmage is critically important when the field starts to shrink. Let's see who can bow up and make a play here.
No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be second and goal. Fires to the tight end. Touchdown, Longhorns! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Smokey the Cannon not the only one using explosives around here, and it has electrified this Longhorn crowd.
I mean, coming out on point, coming out dissecting the defense, scoring early in front of this crowd. You know good and well, all these fans love their school. Texas has got so much pride. This gets them going early.
He'll bring it out. It's Hall. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Running inside, it's Barry. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fellow right in the middle.
To the air, it's Levitt. Going for the big play. Brings it in down the left side. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking to throw on first down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
That is an example of a defender just stepping up and making a play. He just gave up a big completion down the field. That's not going to happen again. That's not happening on my watch. Right away, that D lineman decides to go after the QB, and he makes a big play.
They'll run play action. Moving out to the right. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Run inside. It's Barry. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I love the awareness by the defense there. Third and long, everybody in the building thinking this is going to be a pass. But up front, they were very, very aware that they might see run. They did a really good job playing with their eyes. They rally to the ball, they get the TFL, and now they set up fourth and long.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Sends it downfield. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! Extra point here will tie the game. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the 2nd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Throwing Manning. That's reeled in. It's Smothers. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
And quarterbacks love running backs who can catch the ball because they're stat patters. That's an easy throw for this quarterback to make. He's just letting his running back do all the work. Get him the football out in space and let the magic happen.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smothers. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Dropping back, it's Manning. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Manning lines up in the gun on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Turning it on. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Play action. Here's Manning. Buys a little extra time. He'll try to do it himself. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
The great thing about running a bootleg is it gets the quarterback outside the pocket right now. It allows him to use his athleticism. You got to drop back. You got to use your eyes. You got to play the pass first, and then all of a sudden he takes off and chews up yards so quickly.
The Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10. Running inside. It's Smothers. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. And the Longhorns will hustle to the line. Got a man. It's Townsend. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorn.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He's out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Maybe another step, another block, and he gets more, but the offense will take over there. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. To the air, it's Levin. Fires to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Complete with conviction on the crosser. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On fourth down, looking for the completion. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Finds a man on the left. Touchdown, Texas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
LSU 7. Number 44 set to kick off.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Back to pass, it's Levin. He's looking deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Breaks into the open. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Just enough time for one final play in this half. On the snap, it's Smothers. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's that's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime.
Texas 21, LSU 7.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions. The coaching staff met it.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it, make sure you keep possession.
After the sack, they have their work cut out for them. Basically, they have to get it to the other side of town. Throw it, Lewis. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line is going to have to shore up this pass pro, guys. The last play, they took a sack. This one, they allow a hit on the QB, which forces the incompletion. Third down, you're going to be throwing it right here, you think, so O-line's got to step up.
On the gun on third down, Lewis unloads it downfield. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
This offense is done being patient. They're down on the scoreboard here now early in their first position.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Fires to the middle. What a job to lay out and make the catch. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
Man, that takes some serious onions. Backed up inside your own 10, and you're going for it on fourth down. No dice. Offense now set up an easy position to get a score.
Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. And the Longhorns trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. From the red zone, it's Smothers. He's going for the goal line. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. On the move. Touchdown, Texas! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's first and 15. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Gonna take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
Intercepted by Texas.
One left. Exactly.
The Lone Star Showdown. A rivalry once thought dead and gone, but it is back. And now we find out who gets the right to lay claim to the football-obsessed state of Texas. This matchup has had all kinds of great moments, and we're ready for some more. Glad to have you with us from Austin, Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the Texas Longhorns. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, I caught up with the Texas A&M head coach before the game. He is concerned going to an environment like this, one of the best crowds in all of college football. They make it loud and frenetic. He has talked to his quarterback and his center about having a high level of communication here on the road. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. I guess they're not interested in kicking it away. They're lining up for an onside kick. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts.
I thought you had ball and it was telling me that you had kicked the onside.
The Longhorns ready to kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The run inside. It's Morrill. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Makes the grab and room to run. The 30, the 20. Touchdown, Aggies. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Well, I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise on the opening drive. Nice execution. They score the touchdown. That was big time.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. To throw, Manning. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Did Bevo really get his name after altering a brand on his backside put there by Texas A&M students? So many questions to answer since 1894, guys.
And that's what's so cool about this rivalry. When you have the back and forth and who did what, going all the way back to 1894, Reese's first birthday, what an amazing rivalry.
There have been a lot of good players during that stretch, too. Think about Ricky Williams from the Horns, Johnny Manziel, Texas A&M. So many great coaches have patrolled the sidelines in this rivalry for years.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their 2nd.
Using the defense I just posted.
Early, now down to just 1 timeout to work with. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Quarterback keeper. Finding some room. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. The Longhorns moving quickly to the line.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. You know, people like to make fun of quarterbacks, call them... There he goes! And he'll finish the line in the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And he makes the extra point. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And he closed the deal by racing 35 yards to pay dirt.
Number 44, set to kick this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Snags it, and there's running room. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Wants to throw it again. Makes the grab. It's Horton. He's
You
brought
fell.
down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way
You
they had
dove
it
or you
drawn up.
fell?
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
He unleashes a long one. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
And that's not a surprise. But when a QB lines up and sees man-to-man coverage on his guy that runs so fast on the GPS that it's speeding in a school zone, like this dude can absolutely roll. He sees man coverage, tries to take advantage of it. They don't execute on that play. But if you want to play that defense, I think you'll get that pattern a lot from that guy.
So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Here's Runz to throw. Makes the catch. It smothers. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up. Scanning the field. It's Manning. He slings it deep to the left. And the incomplete pass, taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
And sometimes as a quarterback, man, you're sitting on that sideline and you watch the other guy go out and just deal, right? And put together a drive, score a touchdown, and you want to come out and you want to answer and you want to be aggressive. And sometimes you take shots, sometimes you force things. So I would recommend to him, just stay within the offense, take what the defense gives you, don't be too aggressive.
And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. Looking downfield on first down. Intercepted intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Trying to take it back. Past the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Texas A&M. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
He'll take a deep shot here. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. At the 45, on its way. It's a running room. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
That's a bang-bang type play, RPO, in and out of the hands of the QB quickly. Just get it into the hands of your playmaker as fast as possible and let him do the rest. When you've got this guy's athleticism, man, that is such a great design on offense, and it comes up big.
Caught in the backfield, it's Townsend. Runs through, man. He might have some space. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. They'll try to get it in with the run. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Smothers. And he's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll do it for the first quarter. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second.
14, Texas, 7.
Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. He'll take it himself. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn.
That play calling menu just gets so much bigger when I got a guy, Jesse, that can do this. Like, he can run the football, such a weapon. We saw it all throughout this.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window, ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
One-score game, still the first half, and they want the ball right back, going for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick, and he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You've got to make them pay for gambling.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Morrow. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Past the 30. Got a little grass. Touchdown, Aggies. He got a step and just dusted the field.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, it's 21-13. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown.
Texas 13. Number 24, set to kick out.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took... Oh, he's got some space. Just what they needed. Huge explosive play as he takes it to the 33.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Nice job by the defense just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4. And the Longhorns want to crank the tempo. Finds maybe some room here. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Texas!
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. And you saw it right there.
He gets into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion ties the game. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Here's Reed to throw. Just a little off. Incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Running inside. It's Morrow. Turning it on. Past the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Aggies. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. They're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Quarterback keeps it. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Got nothing on first down. Now 2nd and 10 from their own 25. On the run, it Smothers. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Again, it's Brown. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. Might be calling a hot route. Fourth down, Manning. Unloads to the wideout. Snags it and he's open. And he eluded the defense and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Texas.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? Zings it complete to the right. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and with that, they take the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they find pay dirt from way out, covering 69 yards on the touchdown pass. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. The run inside. It's Morrow.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Throwing Reed. Makes the grab. It's Craver. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Aggies will try to pick it up on 4th down. Reed to throw for it on 4th. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do. But maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Play fake, Marcel Reed. Throws to the tight end. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
Off play action on first down. Quarterback moving. Trying to get rid of it. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Well, the defense is fast. If you can hit that quarterback with his speed and force those incompletions, man, that is impressive.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Arch is going to throw for it. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Manning tries to pick it up on third down. He turns that loose down the right side. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. Got room on the return. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody.
You see this so
He
crazy.
steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Yeah, and I know you're down. I think it's always hard of when to pull the trigger, when to be aggressive. And listen, they decided it was time. It's the third quarter. Got to make something happen. Got to make a play. Unfortunately, it was just unsuccessful.
Here comes the Texas offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
As a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Looks as if they're going to pass on a chance to take the lead with the field goal and go for it on fourth down. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Longhorns are in the hurry-up.
4th and 1, I got to know my situation. I got to know I can't mess around as a running back. I got to get through the hole, make the first down. No matter what, if I got to run somebody over, I'm running straight downhill, straight for those sticks, making sure I get that first down.
The Longhorns can really attack on this second and short. Arch Madness. On the run, still looking. They get to him, and now they'll face a third and long.
You got to love this guy's speed, and obviously throughout his football career, it's paid dividends for him, but this ain't high school anymore. You just can't outrun everybody like you used to back on Friday nights. This defense is fast. They were able to get him outside of the pocket, chase him down, bring him to the ground for a huge loss.
Third down from the gun, Manning. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And this one is anything but routine, a 48-yard attempt from the right hash. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Their first possession of this third quarter, still trailing. Defense did just force a field goal, and we'll see if they can grab some momentum with this drive. He'll be knocked down, but not before doling out some punishment and getting 7.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Owens. Looks as if Texas A&M will have enough for the first down.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Reed on the play action. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Trying to escape and get it. Breaks into the open. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job.
Might have a chance. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Got a man. It's Riley. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. They'll try to run, and that's a live ball behind the line. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. They're in makeable field goal range, but on 4th down with this deficit, they'll leave the offense on the field. Reads it, fires complete. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Got enough for the first. There's a crease. Ripped off the huge chunk play all the way to the 31-yard line.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
A give to Brown. There he goes. Headed to the end zone, and he's in. Pounded his way in for the score.
lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth quarter lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Morrow. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Finds enough room to get it to the 21 before going out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future. The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field?
Looking deep down the right side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
After that incompletion, 4th and short now on their own side of the field, I think there's a lot of coaches in normal circumstances that would stay conservative and just punt the ball away. But you're trailing here in the fourth quarter. I think the offense needs to stay out on the field, and you got to go for it.
He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, I think the experience on offense was a big reason why the head coach felt confident going for it there on 4th down. He has a lot of guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've been in these big game moments before. Ice in their veins. And you saw it there on that completion to keep the sticks moving.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
You know, I think at this situation in the game, trailing like they are with only a couple minutes to go, short throws aren't going to get it done. You're going to have to be a lot more aggressive and start taking chances if you want to give yourself a chance to win this game.
Slings it downfield. That's caught. It's Horton. Gets away from one, finds room. Makes the catch, and he's free. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. A&M comes back out with another 1st down. Reed. Now adjusting. He's going to take off. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
And it's just so fun to be a play caller when you got a QB that can do that. Like, it's a pass play. Nope, he pulls it down, chews up yardage, gets a 1st down. And both of these quarterbacks, man, they have this ability to make big plays.
This quarterback part of their running game. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M. The Aggies get it right back.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They still need a touchdown to take the lead here in the 4th, and they'll try to get the ball back with the onside kick. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. That'll elevate avoid some sideline blood pressures. You just took the lead, and now you're giving away field
How
position
you
by
gonna call my
kicking
name
it
and
out
not
of
say that?
bounds.
I said Yoda. You didn't say nothing after that. Off the push off? Off the push off?
Oh, it's a reverse. It's a fumble on the play. He picks
This
up the
game,
fumble
boy,
with
this
a
game
moment
won't
dead
lose the
right
game.
there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only
That's
person
so
who can
bad.
advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler.
That is a nice break for the offense.
I
Man, those are
shouldn't have
plays
fumbled in
that
the first
you
place.
don't think about down the road, but those are turnovers. If they just bounce a little bit in the direction of the defense, you're so jacked up, you create momentum.
There's some room. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
This is a pretty easy situation for the offense right here, guys. We need one play. We need one run up front. O-line, we need you to come through for us.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll be dragged down, but not before he's put the finishing touches on a win for his team. On first down, it's Brown again. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns! The Longhorns with a huge score to answer. Game is essentially over right now. You wonder if it's really necessary to jack up the score like this.
It might not be necessary, but it will be forgotten.
Who's everybody?
Coaches, they don't forget things like this. Late in games, you want to run the score up, get that extra touchdown. I'll get the chance in the future to do this back to you. I like it. Just keep it in the back of your mind.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Reed. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, yeah, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you beat...
Going deep. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Quarterback making checks. Manning. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Takes it the other way. He's inside the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Aggies. The defense putting points on the board.
Oh, they could not have come up with a bigger play at a more opportune time. The defense getting the interception and taking it back to the house right at a point in the game when it looked like the offense was maybe going to pad their lead and seal this one. All of a sudden, this game has gotten really interesting.
Looking to throw, it's Reed. He's got it in the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and that's just a little window dressing as this game is over.
Texas 46, Texas A&M 40.
The week has been immersed in midnight yells, barbecue smells, a sea of crowds in the fall colors, and the Lone Star Showdown ends with Texas hooking up and getting the victory over the Aggies. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.
Welcome to the National Championship game at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes against the Texas Longhorns. Holly Rowe joins us now from her ringside vantage point. Holly?
Checking in with Ohio State's head coach before the game. He said these kind of matchups are always fun when he's going against a former Nick Saban assistant. As you know, they have a pretty famous text chain of guys who came up under coach. They have some similarities, but they have some differences. What I do know, it's always a good game when these guys match up. Back to you.
All right, thanks, Holly. Good stuff. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. To throw, it's Sayin. Aggressive call on the opening play. That ball's
What's up?
An aggressive deep shot on first down.
I'm in the game. I'll play you after this one.
Down the field, you cannot let your eyes track the ball. You've got to keep your eyes on the target. Like shooting a three-pointer, you keep your eyes on the rim. If you keep your eyes on the target, that ball is going to fall perfectly into place. A lot of times when your eyes go up, you tend to overthrow it like we see here.
So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. Tight end goes in motion. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. And it falls incomplete.
You know, this is such good defense. Even if he catches this, I don't think he's getting much. It's thrown fairly short. Defense is there. Incomplete. Seems kind of nondescript.
Opening drive challenge for this offense in this championship game. They face 3rd down here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Running out of time in the pocket. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Well, it's tough for a quarterback on 3rd and long, but they just don't get the protection right here. There's nobody open. The offense is not executing at a high level. They need to get routes right at the stick so the quarterback can get the ball out of his hands.
It's a booming punt, showcasing the leg strength. We'll see if he can make a play on this return. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Offense comes up on 1st down in 13 personnel. This can create some problems for a defense. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, that is exactly how to stop these quarterback-designed runs. You've got to be aggressive up front and win your one-on-ones. Look at these guys, these defensive linemen. They are winning. They're getting into the backfield, and there's nowhere to go for this quarterback.
Makes a quick grab. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
I love these drag routes from the slot receiver, and it takes a wide receiver that has a feel for space and coverage. He's got to understand whether it's man or zone. If it's man, put your chin in your shoulder and keep running through the green grass. If it's zone, settle down in the soft spot and give the numbers to the quarterback.
Brought down short of the marker. That's going to set up a 4th and 2.
Chris, I think that's smart from the offense in this quarterback. You don't want to force the football across the chains just to get the 1st down. Get a completion.
Hold on, Joe. Looks like this offense is going to go for it on 4th down on their own end of the field. He keeps it on the design run. Bring him down, but not before he converts that 4th down play. He'll be ruled down there, but a 4th down conversion with plenty to spare. It's a quick grab. They get him down pretty quickly, but it's a solid gain in that short throw. Favorable situation, 2nd and 4 after they pick up 6 on the first down pass. To throw, it's Manning. Makes a quick catch. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
It is such an advantage for an offense to have a running back that can get on the outside and catch the football, in particular when a defense wants to run man coverage. You can see this is a mismatch here. He's faster than the linebacker, and he gets the ball and gets a nice gain down the field.
Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
I think the mark of a great defense is not just a defense that can get off the field and create stops, but it's also a defense that builds into those stops. For me, it's negative yardage plays. When you can go out there and create a loss, a tackle for loss, now you're really doing something. They're able to do that right here.
Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet.
Well, this is a solid job offensively. After that first down play, it puts them behind the chains. Now they're able to get themselves in a position where they've got a manageable third down opportunity. At least as a play caller, now you feel like you've got more.
It's caught. He's got room. He's in the... Now here he goes. And he finally steps out of bounds after a huge gain. It'll be first down and goal. Longhorns will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. Keep it on the ground on first and goal. 0 running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage. Ball back at the 6 or 2nd and goal off that loss. Caught in the backfield. It's Townsend. Touchdown, Longhorns. They strike first in this national title bout. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And it's hauled in way downfield. Touchdown, Ohio State, as they answer with their first score of this title game. So this offense responds after falling behind. A satisfying drive, but also a relief drill. They get in the end zone. They match the earlier score from their opponent. And look at this. They fake the PAT and try to throw for it. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. He'll hand it off. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
Well, this is exactly what you need to do on first down, is continue to stay on schedule and keep your quarterback out of those long yardage passing situations. The run game is doing a good job, and you got to give the credit to the offensive line. Continue to churn yards on first.
Second down after that run on the previous play. The back's got it. defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter. So Texas has the lead as we break for the quarter. We've reached the end of one in this battle for the national championship. Before moving on, let's check out the stats so far. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Short pass finds the tight end. The Longhorns offense is on the move now.
Well, this is the advantage of a good quality big tight end, is that he can basically just post up the defense on a third down and you create a first down for your offense. This is the type of mismatch that I think they should exploit the rest of the day.
Back to throw. It's Manning. Caught quickly. They've got him at the 48, but that's a first down. The Longhorns will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
That's a good find by this quarterback to move the chains and create another first down. And now you got to keep this momentum going.
Breaking into the clear. They make the stop at the 34, but suddenly this offense is in scoring position now. First down.
Chris, there are some players that when they have the ball in their hands, they just hate to be tackled. And that's this guy. He's always fighting for extra yardage, and here he's able to get 2, 3, 4, 5 extra yards after contact.
They're going to run it. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
Well, now this defense is in a perfect situation. You're creating an obvious passing situation for the offense, and you can get these pass rushers going. Get them out on the edge, let them get after the quarterback, and create havoc in the backfield.
On the move now. He'll step out of bounds. Defense keeps that to a very short gain.
Well, tomorrow when this quarterback coach grades this film, he's going to put a plus next to this play for the quarterback. Not only does he make the right read, but he picks up a nice bit of yardage, and he avoids the hit and steps out of bounds. That's what I'm talking about. As the field condenses in the red zone, it becomes so difficult to run the football, and I think it becomes even more difficult to do it out of the shotgun. Because remember, you need space. You need to put the defense in conflict, and if you're not able to do that, then you need extra blockers. You need the tight end, you need the fullback, and you need to get downhill. You can't really do that out of the shotgun.
Flips it to the running back. Can he make the first down? Well, the tackle made, but it's enough for a first down.
That is an outstanding job recognizing what the defense is doing. As he sees this blitz, he goes immediately to the back. There's no one left for the back, and he's able to get the line to gain for a first down. So the risk-reward of sending this pressure against a quarterback who is seeing it really well, and right now the offense is winning that.
They finally corral him at the 1. Second down and goal upcoming. There's a design quarterback keeper. Touchdown, Texas. Still no answer for this offense.
That is exactly what the doctor ordered in this situation. Tight ball game, and they drive the length of the field. Great execution from everyone on the offensive side to go all the way down the field and put it in the end zone.
And now here comes the point after attempt. PAT makes it an 8-point game. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. So the first play of the drive here coming up, less than 2 minutes left on the clock. There's the handoff. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
I think his best strength is havoc plays. He's constantly in the backfield. It doesn't matter if you're throwing the football, he's after the quarterback. You're running the football, he's in the backfield, tackling the running back. He's constantly in the backfield, which is just a pressure situation if you're on offense.
Dropping back, it's Sayan. The pocket breaking down. Grab down the middle, it's Jackson. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down. An important third down attempt for this offense. They'll try to run for the first down. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Boy, that's a great stop by the defense on third down, but this is just inches to go. I think you go for this. Maybe a quarterback sneak here and maybe a quick count.
So here we go. They're going to go for it on 4th and inches in their own territory. Now the Longhorns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They have 2 more to work with before halftime. On their own side of the 50, but they're going to go for it here on 4th and inches. Looking to throw here. Pop over the middle. It's Roberts. He'll be ruled down, but has enough for a first down with plenty to spare. And a timeout now by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They have 2 more to work with before halftime. The Buckeyes with 1st and 10 here. Back to pass. It's Sayan. Fires it to the wideout. Grab down the middle. It's Johnson. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end. Looking for a receiver. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Just get the sense that he's forcing the football down the field. That's a tight window throw, and he's trying to fit it in there, and it gets easily batted away. He needs to allow the offense to work for him and take what the defense gives him.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. And throwing again on 2nd and 10. Delivers quickly to the left side. Makes the catch and gets his foot down. What a play. Good for a first down.
Well, this is what's made him so dangerous all season long, is his threat as a runner and a pass catcher out of the backfield. We've seen it from them, and they go to it here in the playoffs. You knew it was coming.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Pressure is coming. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. He goes down, but they'll have a chance here now just before halftime. Looks like one more play here before halftime. And it's a direct snap. Has the first down and more. And they get him down in what will be the final play of this first half. The Buckeyes will kick it off to begin the second half. And he doesn't field it cleanly. The ball is loose. Return begins inside the 10. And the coverage team able to bring him down. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They built the lead with an efficient running game. Let's see if they can take to the air now to start the third quarter. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, really good job by this defense. Look at him just swarm the ball carrier. He's got nowhere to go. It's just really a no-chance carry for the ball carrier, and a great tackle in the backfield.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. Second down and 11. The shotgun handoff here. That one moves the ball to the 13-yard line. Longhorns hustle to the line to run the hurry up. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Brought down short of that first down. It's going to set up a 4th and 4. And here's a serious gamble, folks. Coach going for it, backed up near his own end zone. The pass is intercepted. Look out, he's in the clear. And he steps out, but that's the takeaway this defense was looking for.
Well, that's certainly not what they drew up at halftime. You try to make adjustments as a coaching staff and really impress on your players. The importance of that first series of the third quarter, and that's just a terrible mistake by the quarterback and a huge turnover for the defense.
Back to pass. It's Sayin. He finds his man. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Still no answer for this offensive machine.
Chris, how often do we talk to these coaches and they talk about the sudden change, that you've got to capitalize when you get a turnover, and here the offense is able to do that. First snap after the defense gets the ball back, and they're in the end zone. That is complimentary football 101.
Kicker on the sidelines. They'll go for 2 points here, trying to tie the score. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And he grabs it in the end zone. The conversion will tie up this football game. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Longhorns offense takes the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Not much on that play, brought down short.
Well, the key to third down success is being good on first down. And here the defense does a great job on first down, bowing up and stopping the run. And that's the key to this thing. If you can create long yardage situations, now they have to throw the football, and that pass rush can start getting after it.
So 2nd and 7 after the 3-yard pickup. This offense trying to get something going on this drive. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. The ball is loose. The offense able to fall on it and avoid the turnover. Got lucky that time.
Boy, what a terrible feeling as a quarterback. Trust me, that ball gets ripped out of your hands, and lucky for him, it bounces right to a teammate, and they're able to retain possession here.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. To the air, it's Manning. Fires it to the wideout. Caught near the sideline. It's goes out of bounds, but a nice chunk of yardage there. He's across the 45. So the challenge doesn't work. That'll cost the head coach a timeout. We'll see if that comes into play later in the ballgame. The Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. Got an opening here. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball into enemy territory. 1st down now at the 40. That running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs.
That is way too easy. This defense has got to adjust on 1st down. You've got to get up there and stop the run. If you can just hand the football off on 1st down and get 1st downs, it's going to be a long day for the defense. This defense has got to play better up front, in particular on 1st down. This offense continues to just gain yards on 1st down, churning out 4, 5, 6 yards, and staying out of obvious passing situations. This defensive line has got to start winning their one-on-one.
It's caught, and he's got a lane. He goes out of bounds. They move the ball to the 20.
A big tight end who can run after the catch, Chris, that is every quarterback's dream. All you got to do is hit him in stride, and he does the rest. This guy is sensational.
The Longhorns looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Quick throw by the quarterback off the RPO. So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is about being sound fundamentally and schematically. You got to be where you're supposed to be in your gap, but then you got to fight. And this defense is fighting off blocks, making tackles. They're doing a really nice job.
Play number 8 in this championship game drive, and they face 3rd down and short. Looking to throw. It's Manning. Defense is coming after him. And he wisely decides to just throw the ball away there on 3rd down. Brings up 4th.
Such a frustrating 3rd down attempt for this group, and a great job defensively. There's just nowhere to go with the football, and the quarterback is clearly frustrated. He's got to throw this ball away, which you never want to do as a quarterback on 3rd down. But here, I got to tell you, Chris, I don't hate it. There's really nowhere to go with the ball.
The offense has been pretty efficient. They've made 2 out of 3 4th down tries so far. They'll try it again here. And they can't complete it. It's a turnover on downs. Defense stepping up there. The decision to go for it doesn't work out this time.
Oh, that's a great job by this defensive line. They get themselves off the field here with a 4th down stop. Even if you don't get to the quarterback, you hear it time and again. Get your hands up in those passing lanes. And these big fellas are doing a great job. There's nowhere to go with that football. They bat it down to the ground, and now their offense is on the field.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. Lets it fly to the wideout. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
It really comes down to rhythm, Chris, and right now it just doesn't feel like the quarterback is in rhythm. Listen, it's there. They could complete this ball, but again, just not on the same page.
So 2nd and 10 here as they try to stay out of 3rd and long here in this tie game in the 3rd quarter. Using his legs, it's Jackson. That one moves the ball to the 16.
Yeah, Chris, I like this play right here because after a 2nd and 10, what you want is just a manageable 3rd down. I've always thought, like, hey, get half of this back, create a 3rd down that's more manageable for the play caller and for the quarterback, and that's exactly what they've done here.
The offense will line up, chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. And one final play before the end of the quarter. Scanning the field, it's Sayan. Throws it to the right. cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down.
That's the money down that defensive coordinators always talk to us about, Chris. They talk about running their exotic coverages, doing something a little bit different in order to confuse the quarterback and get off the field on 3rd down, and here they're able to do that.
No surprise, offense going for it on 4th down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Lets it go quickly. What a catch! He made the tackle, but it's enough for a fresh set of downs. All tied up at the end of 3. The 4th quarter will decide this. And let's see how this one unfolds in the final quarter, set to get underway. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. Delay of game penalty will cost the offense 5. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. He hands it off from the gun. And it'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Chris, my favorite trait in a corner is not a guy that can cover because you just assume he can. It's a guy that comes up and tackles and will play physical on the outside. Beautiful job right here. Keeps his head on the outside. Great posture. And he's able to make the tackle in space.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Looking downfield. It's Sayin. Quick throw testing the middle. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Well, he's got to put that one behind him and now move forward for this 3rd down. This is really the most important snap thus far of the game. And as a quarterback, you've got to go out there and really execute. So remember, it's about feet, it's about timing, it's about accuracy. Put all those 3 together.
Makes the catch. It's Johnson. Defense will stop him after about a 9-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th down. And now the Longhorns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have 2 more to work with here in the final quarter. Tie ball game late, and they're going for it on 4th down. Now a whistle. Timeout is called just before it would have been a delay of game.
3 minutes and 14 seconds.
One more timeout to use now. So tie game, 4th quarter. They're going to go for it on this 4th down. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. He's got it, and that is enough for a 1st down. He'll be ruled down there, but a 4th down conversion with plenty to spare.
That is such a deflating play for this defense. You've got them right where you want them. It is 4th and forever. and they still are able to get the conversion. This defense has got to do a better job, whether it's pressuring the quarterback, defending better down the field in coverage. They've got to get themselves off the field.
Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Buckeyes pick up enough for a first down. Back to throw again. Looking for the wideout. The sure hands. It's Johnson. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Man, seeing a passing game in rhythm is so fun to watch. And here, this quarterback is clearly in rhythm, playing with a lot of confidence. And he gets this ball all the way down the field. It's a nice play by the wide receiver. It's just great execution all the way around.
Dropping back. It's Sayin. The pass rush closing in. And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Just not quite on the same page. There are some days you get to the park and it's just not working, and this is just an incompletion that I can't explain.
And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. So the clock has stopped, and we've reached the last 2 minutes here. Important third down play coming up. This would be a 56-yard attempt if they don't gain anything. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's running out of time here. And it's caught inside the 10. Tackle is made at the 4. It'll be first down and goal. Another clutch play for this quarterback who's having a very solid championship game, Joel. He shows the confidence they have in him in this must-win moment.
Chris, you hit it on the head. It's about the confidence, and you can see that confidence come out in the decisions that he is making. That ball is going to the proper...
Touchdown, Ohio State. They jump on top now here in the 4th.
Chris, I'm just so impressed with their execution. To clutch up like that, they had to have it, and they punched it in the end zone. You know, can you play your best when your best is needed? They just did that right there. That's a great drive.
Automatic on the PAT. You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. And the first play of the drive now set up at the 27. Scanning the field. It's Manning. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
Really good timing from this secondary. The contact arrives right when the ball arrives, and it's able to dislodge it. Great job from them. Incomplete pass.
And it comes down to this in the national championship. Close game. Final minutes. Can this quarterback step up and make a winning play? Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Here comes the pressure. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, you're not going to execute this comeback unless you can protect your quarterback. And here he's hit as he throws. If this O-line can give him some time, he's going to be able to find somebody down the field. But again, it always comes down to protection.
You bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
The defense has got to start committing more guys to stopping the run, because on these quarterback runs, think about it, Chris, you're adding a hat as the offense, and that's why it's such an advantage. He's obviously got the athleticism to do so, and here he picks up a huge gain. Nice explosive run from the quarterback.
Makes the catch near the sideline and keeps the foot in bounds. That's enough for a first down.
This is really good situational awareness from this offense. They understand that they need to get the ball out of bounds. Remember now, the clock is going to stop if you get the first down. It's going to stop if you get the ball out of bounds. So you got to work those areas of the field. As a quarterback, this ball...
He's got room to run. Look out. Tackle made, but the game moves the ball to the 30. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly.
This is exactly what this defense was so concerned about. In our meetings with this defensive coordinator, he talked about the fact that they've got so many weapons to defend. Guys on the outside, guys in the backfield. But then the real key is at the quarterback. He can become a threat as a runner. And here on the designed run, it's an explosive play for this offense. Just so many threats to try to defend.
Longhorns come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Manning. Catch made, looking for the goal line.
I like that decision. You don't want to force the football and put it in harm's way. You're down. You've got to get this ball into the end zone. And now on 2nd and goal, what do? I think you look towards your best players, in particular on the outside. I like the idea of this quarterback picking a matchup and making this a one-on-one.
QB keeper all the way. Ball's loose. They scramble for it. Looks like the defense has it for a takeaway. So not what the coach was hoping to hear. Took a chance with the timeout to get the replay. We'll see if burning that timeout is costly down the road. In the first play of the drive now, they're backed up at the 12-yard line. Takes the ball and heads to the left. He's got space. Oh, and he's in the clear down the left side. Can they catch him? At the 30 now. Breaks into the clear. All the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown, Buckeyes. So the explosive touchdown play by this elite running back. We knew coming in, Joel, this was the guy who's going to have to carry this offense. And wow, has he stepped up.
I'm so impressed when we all know who the guy is going to be. He's the focal point of the offense. Guess who knew that? The defense. And yet they still can't stop him. That's how good he is and how good they are in front of him on the O-line. Terrific job by this group. Great game plan. And obviously getting your star going, that's a huge plus.
Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Well, it comes down to this. They need to create some fourth-quarter magic here, or this national championship will slip away. Dropping back, it's Manning. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete. At the 25, it's 2nd and 10. Can they make it a 3rd and manageable here? Here's the snap, looking to throw. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Design quarterback run. Defense able to stop it. It's 4th down now. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. Looking for a late deep throw. The ball falls to the ground and we have a national champion. What an enormous achievement. National champions with a perfect record. That has been rare in the history of this sport, especially in the playoff era. Joel, think about that, what it took to get here. Never to stumble, always to answer the challenge.
And, Chris, it's never been harder in this era because of the 9 games in the conference schedule, the conference championship game. You've got to go through the entirety of the college football playoff. To achieve this, it's almost unprecedented. We've seen a couple of teams come close. We saw Indiana a few years. They were able to get it done. But my goodness, what a year for this group and this coaching staff. This is a team that all of college football will remember for a long time.
And that will wrap up our coverage. Hope you enjoyed the game. For Joel Klatt and Holly Rowe, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.